Hi guys, it's Rachel with Rachel's Truth. I just pulled up to one of my patients' houses. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to talk about Shawniece Jepthe. Jehoshaphat. That's what I like to call him. Yeah, so it appears that they are going through a separation. And everyone has come to this conclusion because they're leaving all of their business all over social media. And I mean, I have been a person who's done that before in my past, and it's not good. It doesn't look good, right? You know, anything that happens in your marriage should stay in your marriage. I definitely had to learn that the hard way, even when I was in situations where I was definitely seeking help from people who were supposed to be pastors and leaders, from the church that I was going to, but then still made to feel like, why are you telling your marital business? I'm telling my marital business to you as a counselor, right? As someone who's supposed to be leading me as one of your sheep, right? Not to be putting all the business out there, but because I'm trying to get help. And that's when I learned that I needed to go elsewhere for help, a licensed therapist, because no one should make you feel like you can't come to them, and that if you're telling them things that are happening in your marriage, that you're basically breaking marital rules. Because I came to you as a therapist, as someone who's supposed to be giving me therapy or counseling, because I'm hurting, because I'm confused. So that's the issue I have with going to certain people, with that. And it made me think of that when Shawniece and Jepthe are putting their business all out there, because obviously they're not talking to someone, right? Because that wouldn't be happening. And then, there's always room for reconciliation. So when you do that, it just makes it look all the worse when you do get back together. You guys just look very toxic and unstable. And that's something I try to stay away from. It's not about caring what people think, but it's unhealthy. And it's not anyone's business, right? So talking to your spouse is the number one thing to do. And I'm not even here to give marital advice, right? Because I've failed before. But I just wanted to put that out there, whether you're married or not, in a relationship, partnership, any type of relationship. It doesn't even have to be a spouse or any of your business. Keep it to yourself. And if you can find someone that you can confide in and trust, talk to that person. Stop allowing all these people into your life, into your business, when they have done nothing to even be permitted that. It should be a privilege, right? There should have to be some work, a true friendship, for certain people to even know certain things about you. So any type of relationship, keep it to yourself. Find someone to confide in. Get yourself a therapist. Get yourself a counselor. Talk to your mother. Talk to your father. Talk to your spouse, right? So I'm praying for them. Hopefully they figure it out. But Jehoshaphat was only staying for the baby. You knew that he didn't want to be there from the beginning. A man knows what he wants. And she got pregnant. People say she trapped him. It does happen. And here they are. And I think they really tried. They really tried. He definitely tried. I believe they really tried. But I feel like these posts are overly dramatic that they're posting. And it's none of our business. I know they're on TV and stuff, but they still have a marriage. It's none of our business. We ain't got to know all of that as soon as it happens. Because y'all can be back together in 2 days. Now y'all just look raggedy. All right, I got to go. I think I got to go. Oh, no, I got a few more minutes. Yeah, so just be mindful, what you're putting out there. And like I said, it's not necessarily about, you caring what other people think. But if you're representing something, because I profess to represent Jesus Christ, right? You have to be careful what you put out there because people are watching. So I'm not sure what they profess, but obviously it has to do with marriage and supposedly the goal towards wholeness and a healthy marriage and forgiveness and moving forward, right? And if that is what you're supposed to be representing, why are you so quick to go to social media? Why are you so quick to do that when it can change at any second? It can change. And then you have this child to think about, right? So I don't know if they're going to get back together or what's going to have you, or is it done for the drama, for the TV, for attention, for their cam? Like, what is really going on? Because I thought I seen something about her possibly being pregnant or something like that, but I don't think he was with that. And sometimes these guys be saying they're not with it, but they're not doing anything to prevent it, right? So, and that's what happened the first time. It's like, oh, she didn't trap him because he was a willing participant. Yeah, but he's also a man, right? And she's throwing the sex, he's receiving it. Things happen. So just because he didn't want a kid as soon as she did, or whatever they were going through, I don't know the whole story, doesn't mean that he wanted to be there, because he had already cheated. Now she's pregnant or whatever. While she was pregnant, I believe it was. But prior to that, when they were on their honeymoon and she's screaming, I just want somebody to love me, or whatever she was saying, you knew sis did not love herself. And that's the problem. Don't come on these shows trying to marry somebody, married at first sight, and you don't love yourself. That is a recipe for disaster. You need to love yourself. You need to know yourself. You need to have an identity before you go out here. And that's exactly what happened to me in my first marriage. No identity, right? So what happens? It doesn't go well. It doesn't. You need to love yourself. And I struggled with that, from molestation to rape to my father passing away on my birthday, just different things, a collection of things that caused me to not feel this way about myself. All this trauma, right? So you got to get the help you need. You need to seek a therapist. You need to be intentional. Like I said before, be intentional with your healing process. And do not add someone to your mess. Period. Don't add no one to your mess. Because, at the beginning of the relationship, it's all butterflies and peaches, right? And that soon fades. And then you come back down off your clouds and you realize he ain't got no teeth. That's what it be like. You overlook all of these things. Everything's just so beautiful. You're not focusing on the things that you need to focus on. Your self-love should be done, right? And then when you get and start talking to these people, you need to be interviewing them. You need to be making sure that, everything that you believe, morals, beliefs, all of that is in alignment, so it can reduce the issues in the marriage. Because there's going to be issues. There's going to be, disagreements, different things. But you need to make sure you're on the same page. But primarily with this situation, self-love. Self-love. Knowing who you are. Having a purpose. Very important. Very important. It's a life changer. Having a purpose and walking in it is a life changer. So that's all I wanted to say about that. Find the right people to talk to, not social media. Find the right people to talk to. If you have a pastor that you can trust, you can talk to them. But also seek licensed therapy. I'm telling you. It's not for the people. It's not just for the people who you can see need it. Like you can see that they're out of control. You can see, like, there's people who say nothing and that are struggling internally. There's people who just need maintenance counseling. There's all different types of specialties. Do what you need to do. Mental health is important. Marriage is important. Don't just throw it to social media. I'm learning. I've learned. I've gotten better. But I still need some improvement. So I'm not blameless. But Shawniece Jehoshaphat, keep your business off social media. All right, guys, this is Rachel with Rachel's Truth. I'm about to head out. See this patient. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video on your social media. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.